Oh,
hello.
Hello, sexy boy.
How you doing?
No homo. Nothing is planned. Everything is improv.
It's like a temporary sandwich almost.
It's a temporary sandwich.
That's how I'd ship us.
Right, let's head.
Oh, already? Buy me dinner.
So, for people who don't know, my name is TastyHamSandwich. I'm a Australian/Sydney motor vlogger.
Yep.
Temporary citizen. He is a Australian/South. I was going to say South Adelaide.
I mean, I am. I'm South Adelaide.
Are
but
you? Oh,
yeah.
Well.
Yeah. No, that was a good little mistake.
South Adelaide/South Australia.
The man, the myth, the legend in the flesh.
Don't touch me. You're breaking your restraining order.
Do you know how much these gloves are going to be worth now?
Probably at least $2.50 on eBay.
Oh, they've got all the ham juices.
Oh, so you can't cross there. Welcome to Sydney. Welcome to Sydney.
Wait,
now you can cross. Now we can go.
Alright.
Now we're done.
Cops, please.
So what do you think of Sydney so far?
It's just so busy and hard to navigate. Like usually I get a pretty good sense of direction, but because the roads are all so wavy, I just don't know where I am.
The roads are all curvy everywhere. Yeah, you can be following one road, you think you're going north, and then it will twist around and you'll be going south.
Yeah.
You won't even realise.
And I usually like curves, but it's just too curvy for me. I can't handle it.
Yeah, you're more of like a Emma Watson type guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh. No, but I was telling you before off camera about this Facebook meme, and it's like you've got Melbourne at the top, which is like straight and organised, and 1st Street, 2nd Street, 3rd Street, and then underneath that Sydney, and it's just this spaghetti of just roads everywhere, and just in big capital bold letters it's just fuck you. And it's so true. Like I've become like a pseudo taxi driver, because before I started riding motorbikes, I used to hate sitting in traffic in the car. So I've learned to take all the back roads and figure out how to like pop out at certain locations.
Yeah. Well,
it's just
when I got here off the highway, Google, like I had the Google map going, and it had me darting through all these back streets, and I was like, surely.
I'm pretty sure Google Maps, well, they definitely take data from like other people. So I think what happens is if one person takes like this weird back way and it ends up being quicker, then that now becomes like a route that Google Maps takes you on. I had the same thing one day.
It popped up halfway through and said, we've found a quicker route, do you want to take that instead? And I was like, alright, sure, sure Google. I'd rather not sit in traffic, thanks.
Literally, for those of you who don't know, he he rode in on that FZ6R.
Yep.
And, oh, look at this car. Do you see many, what are these called, smart cars in Adelaide?
We get a few of them, yeah.
Okay.
We get everyone's old cars in Adelaide, so, like, that's probably way too old to see here, but... When cars hit like that, it's like in Japan when they export cars after a number of years. Yeah. They do the same thing in Adelaide. It's like, oh, it's shit enough, now we'll ship it over to Adelaide and sell it to the plebs.
Yeah, there is actually a law in Sydney that if your car's over 5 years old, it's mandatory to ship it to some pleb in Adelaide.
Yeah. And we pay a premium for that privilege.
You do. Is there many people who ride motorbikes in Adelaide?
Are there many people that ride motorbikes?
Yeah, or are they all just like horse and buggy?
Yeah, you don't get as many like daily commuters that like brave the weather every day. Yeah. Because the traffic's not as bad.
Yeah.
But I haven't worked anywhere like where I've had to have peak hour traffic for ages and ages. So it was a bit of a change doing that again the other day, because filtering is not legal, so it's a bit of like a grey area, frowned upon sort of thing. You can get done, but you usually don't.
Get it? Yeah, I got it.
So, yeah.
That's like, what it was like. You know, I found that the change between when it used to be a grey area in Sydney and now that it's legal, it's funny. Like, when it was a grey area, a lot of the car drivers, they were flat out thought it was illegal. And so when they saw a motorbike filtering, which I did quite frequently, I'll be honest, they never used to bother you because they were like, oh shit, this guy's breaking the law. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. Like,
we got a badass over here.
We got a badass over here. He's gonna go home. He's gonna beat his wife. He's gonna like.
He's probably gonna beat his wife home if he's filtering. To be honest,
he's gonna beat his wife home filtering. Exactly. So they would leave you alone, and you wouldn't have any real problems.
For me, it's like, it's still a bit of a guilty pleasure. It's like doing 70 on all the main roads here as opposed to 60.
Yeah.
Like, even though it's not illegal, it still sort of feels dirty. And the same with filtering, because I'm just so used to not being able to do it. Whenever I do it at home, it's like, you get like a little kick of joy from doing it, because you're like, fuck, I'm a badass.
Yeah. Well, like I was saying, now that filtering has become legal, and it's been like televised and everyone knows about it, the cars actually give you trouble now sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, personally, I've noticed more cars trying to like race you off the lights, or trying to do silly things or block you or whatever, that it's become legal than they ever used to when it was illegal. Because it's almost like, oh well, it's legal, so he's not a badass anymore, like we can fuck with him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Look at this little kid abiding by the law. Let's fuck him up.
It is so weird. I don't know if anyone else in Sydney or anywhere else in the world has noticed this, but it's just this crazy like opposite thing that you would expect. You would expect people to get angry when it was illegal, but they were too scared, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? It's just my anecdotal evidence.
Well, I've only been here for a night, and I had like a few people drag me off the lights.
Yeah.
And being a motorbike, like, I wasn't slow, and then all of a sudden look behind and they're still up my arse. I was like, what are you doing there? Like, there's 2 lanes either side.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that? Stop it.
Yeah. Anything else different? Anything else noteworthy?
I guess the people feel, not everyone, but people serving you felt a little bit more abrupt. Like, they didn't have the time for the niceties, because there's so much more people. You're serving more. You're not trying to like hang on to every single customer.
Yeah.
Whereas Adelaide, having like a much smaller percentage of population, it's like
Bit slower pace.
Yeah. You can take your time and like show the customer that their business means a lot to you, because there's only like 3 other people to choose from. And they know everyone else in Adelaide, so if you fuck them over, it's game over for your business.
I get ya.
I don't know if that happens here, but like word of mouth for businesses goes so far, like with negative stuff. Like, one person can tell such a large number of the population that it can like actually affect a business.
I don't think that happens quite as much. I think we're more dependent on like online services like Yelp.
Yeah, see, no one uses that in Adelaide. No, like, I've never checked Yelp for any review.
I have once or twice, but yeah, not that often. But yeah, I don't think, because there is more people, I don't think there's that level of community that Adelaide would have.
Yeah. Mind you, I also work in a bottle shop, so we're seeing heaps and heaps and heaps of locals come through every day that we build up a rapport with. So if a local business has wronged you in some way, it's easy enough for you to tell a large number of the people in the local area, like the community.
Yeah, I get it. Alright.
The other thing is how huge Sydney is.
Is
like,
it
from one end of the city to the other.
I don't know. Yeah, you haven't been into the actual city though, have you? The CBD.
I'm not sure.
No, I don't think so. Like, Sydney is only the CBD, and then like this is like Lane Cove, and this isn't part of Sydney. But when it's confusing because people say Sydney, but they don't.
They're not actually in Sydney.
They're not actually in Sydney, or they're not referring to the CBD, which is what Sydney is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess that's the same with Adelaide, but because like
we're gonna
the
do
town
a up here, we're gonna actually go left up this ramp. But this is what you have to do in Sydney. You basically just pick your gap.
Hey, you're not in control unless you're out of control.
Exactly. And then we're gonna go left up here. Do you find my indicators hard to see?
Yeah, they're a bit like mine. I've got cheap little shitty ones on my, not on this bike. This one's got really good indicators.
Yeah. Also, I'm really impressed with your filtering skill.
Oh, thank you.
You're keeping up quite well. Before we started this vlog, we were going a bit crazy through the traffic. Cutting down lanes and filtering left and right, and you kept up.
It's because I was like, I had to bang on with the GPS. I was racing the GPS's battery, so like I had to go for it, and then I didn't want any locals to think I was a pleb, like filtering badly. So I had like something to prove. I was like, yeah, I can kick it in the big city. Small town boy.
Just a small town boy living in a
lonely world.
I'm a murderer, by the way. I'm actually taking you to a dark alleyway.
I mean, you know, I can handle myself.
I'm sure you can. Go, 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 go.
I handle myself quite often, actually. Well, it's been fun chatting with you.
This has been a terrible vlog.
I mean,
this might never see the light of day. I'm just
compared to your channel, maybe, but remember who you're dealing with here.
Okay, maybe I'll give you the footage and you can just fuck with it. But...
Yeah, temporary citizen channel where vlogs go to die.
This was a terrible mistake. Don't follow me.
What are you talking about?
Oh, fuck you.
Straight bars, baby. Alright, well, on that note, adios. Make sure you check out Ham's channel if this is going on mine, and check out my channel if it's going on Ham's. You can follow me at Adrian Nickelodeon on Twitter.
And if this is going on Temp Citizens, make sure. If this is going on my channel, TastyHamSandwhich. I don't even know. Just follow this bloke.
Just like to my house if you want.
Yeah.
Just follow me home.
What's your address, by the way?
People have figured it out from videos before.
Have they?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, not figured it out, but like I had someone delivering something at the top of my street, and he waved and sent me a message on Facebook.
Oh no!
Cool.
That's when you need to get new locks and padlocks and security cameras.
I just want friends.
That's fair.
All right.